Special greetings to you. My name is Andrew Lewis, and with me here are the group members from Upper Quarantine, Group 2. And today we would be performing an experiment based on elasticity. Now we basically tested the elasticity of a rubber band which was soaked in water for 24 hours. We're also going to test the elasticity of elastic jersey material. Also, upon doing so, we will take you through each step and explain the procedure regarding same. Now let me introduce my fellow colleague who would be explaining the rest of the steps. Sorry, Jack.
So we have the rubber band soaked in the container here for 24 hours, as Sir Andrew mentioned earlier. So I'm going to take out the rubber band from the water, pat dry it with the tissue. Then we are going to measure it to know the amount of cm it have after soak. However, the rubber band had 7.5 cm before soak. No, sorry, 8 cm before soak. So we are going to measure it now to get the difference after soak. So Sir Andrew would measure it.
Yes, so remember we had how many cm before? 8 cm.
Subject of agreement. Every sentence has a subject and a verb which must be in agreement.
Right, so we can see now, after soaking it, we have 8.5 cm. Right? So if we had 8 cm before the rubber band was soaked, and we have 8.5 cm after the rubber band was soaked, when we took it out there, therefore, we have an increase of half cm, right? Or 0.5 cm, which means the same. Now, what we're going to do now, we're going to put this rubber band on the small platform that we have here to basically test its elasticity, to see how far the rubber band would stretch upon putting these weights inside of this small container, right? So myself and Sorajai will take you through that process.
Along with Miss Wright.
Along with
Miss Wright.
Miss Wright. So first, we place the rubber band on the top screw here. Secondly, you want to take the container. You want to use this container with a hook on the top here, a very sturdy container, and put it on the rubber band. Right? Now what we need to do now, we need to gauge the rubber band onto the ruler to be able to see the distance. Right, as you can see here, it's 8.5 to be exact. Right? It's 8.5 there. Yes. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to put each weight into the container, right, to see how far the rubber band is stretching. So first, we place the, first of all, we have 5 different weights. Right, 5 different weights we have here. You can see, as you can see, they're all labeled. Right? Very good. Now we're going to put the first weight into the container and see how far the rubber band would stretch upon doing so. Right, so here we're placing the force weight inside the container. And we're going to measure the distance. Right, the first one we have is 10.5 cm to be exact, meaning that the rubber band was increased by 2 cm. Right? Secondly, we need to put the second weight inside of the container. And notice that we're following the same procedure, right? Put the second weight inside the container. So Ajay would assist me in stabilizing the container, so we would be able to ascertain the length or the distance that the rubber band will stretch. Now let us get this. Now we can see here it's like about 14 cm. It's about 14 cm there to be exact, right? 14 cm. So it has increased by 3.5 cm. 3.5 cms. Let us place the third weight into the container. And notice that we're doing the same thing, right? We have to follow the same procedure. We put the third weight into the container there. So Ajay would stable the container for me to measure the distance that the rubber band will stretch. And as you can see here, we have a measurement of 20.5 there. And if we do the math, it will give us a difference of 6.5 cm. Let us place the other weight into the container and see how far the rubber band is stretching there. This is weight 4. Good. We have a gauge of 22 cm there. 22 cm. And the distance with regards to how the rubber band is stretching, it has increased by 1.5 cm. And we'll place the last weight into the container, right? And see how far the rubber band, gonna be stretched. We have a gauge of 24 cm, right? So we have an increase by 2 cm to be exact. 2 cm. Now what we're going to do now, we're going to reverse the process. Instead of adding weights, we're going to take the weights out, right? And the first weight we're going to take out is the number 5 weight, because we would have labeled all of those weights inside. Right, so instead of going in ascending order, we're taking out the weights in descending order. So let's take out the first weight, which is weight 5. And let us gauge, let us check the distance, right? Where we have, right, so we have 23 cm. We have 23 cm when we would have taken off the force weight. Remember, we're taking off those weight in descending order. Right, therefore means that we need to take out weight number 4. right? This is weight number 4. And let us check the distance. Let's check it carefully. We have a 21.5. Now this weight here was decreased by 1.5 cm.
Also decreased by 1 cm.
We have a decrease of 1 cm with the first one, and the second one we have a decrease by 1.5 cm. Now let's take out weight 3. I have here 15.5, right? Now weight 3 was decreased by 6 cm. Taking out weight number 2 now. We have 11.5, right? We have a drop of 4 cm there. Let's take out the last weight, which is weight number 1. This is weight number 1. This is the last weight. And what we're going to do now, we're going to compare the length of this rubber band, how it is right now. Right? We want to compare it to how it was initially when we first would have placed it onto this small platform. So let us measure that now. And as you can see, we have a measurement of 9 cm. Right? So remember, when we would have placed the rubber band first there, we had 8.5 cm. Therefore means that the rubber band was increased by 0.5 cm or half a cm. Right? So upon placing those weights, we can see that weights, when used in this format here, would increase the elasticity of a soaked rubber band. And noting that this rubber band was soaked 24 hours to be exact. Thank you.